All right, so let's get started. As you can tell, I have no makeup on. This is like a huge deal for me because I do not go out in public without makeup, so you guys are lucky. So we're gonna start off with the matte primer by MAC, the one that I was telling you guys about in my recent video. All the products that I'm using are the ones that I introduced in my intro video, so I'll just show you and put it on. So I like to just blend this in all over, and you really don't need that much. I don't know if you can tell, like I just put a little like pea size and just put it all over. And if you see that you have like a shiny spot, put it on that shiny spot and just kind of like blend it in. All right. So I like to let that dry off just a little bit because you want to make sure that your canvas is like all sealed together and not all greasy and slippery. So the brush that I use to put on my foundation is the Sonia Kashuk buffing brush. And it's really dense, and I clean mine once a week because it is so dense and a lot of makeup can get stuck on the inside. And then I'm going to use my Studio Fix NC15. Oh, I like to shake mine up a little bit. I'm running out, so most of it's at the bottom anyways. Then I like to put it on my hand because putting it directly on the brush is just going to be a big mess. Then you just kind of put it on the brush and stipple it on your face. And then after that, I like to take my Benefit Duo, the Boing and Lemonade. I take the lemonade, I put it right underneath my eyes. And with your concealer, you want to make sure that you're not like rubbing it in. You want to just pat it in. So then it sets all the product right under your eye. All right, and then I use the Boing, and I put that on all of my little blemishes. So all down here, I don't have perfect skin, so I like to cover up some of my little spots down here with it. The reason I use a darker color concealer is because when you put a lighter color on it, that means that it's going to stick out a little bit more because the sun is going to go straight to that lighter color. If you put a darker color, then it's going to put kind of like a shadow over it, so you're not going to see it as much. You put your highlight where you want the sun to shine a little bit more, where you want the light to kind of flicker off your face and give you that glow. So if you put that on a blemish, it's just going to stick out like a sore thumb. After that, I go ahead and I get my powder. I'm totally running out. I need some more. I usually use a brush, but I did forget my brush at home when I was traveling from my house in the Inland Empire. So I just lightly pat this in, because if you start to smear it around with the sponge, it is just a big mess. It starts to make the foundation separate. All right, and then after that, I take my e.l.f. Contour and Blush Bronzer, and I get this little brush. I am not even sure where I got this. It's just a cute little black brush, angled brush. And I get the bronzer, get a little bit on it, and then tap it off because a lot gets on here, a lot. And then if you just have like a straight big line, it looks ridiculous. So I go ahead and I just pat that in there. and then start blending it out. You want this to be in the hollows of your cheeks to give you a little bit more depth in your face. I like mine to be a little bit more pronounced than most people because I like the whole high cheekbone look. And I will admit, I wear a lot of makeup, and I don't really care how other people feel about it. I've been wearing a lot of makeup since I was really young, so I just go for it. All right. Then after I get that blush on, or that bronzer on, I go to the blush side and get that right on the apples of my cheeks, and then just blend that in. And I do go all the way up to the hairline and kind of blend it in there. I do have to be careful now because I have blonde on the sides, and pink makeup does not look good in the blonde. All right, and that's how I do my foundation. After that, I go on to my eyebrows and then my eyeshadow and stuff like that. My next video will be me showing you my everyday makeup. So as of now, just a foundation. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me comments in the comment box, and I would be more than happy to answer them. So thanks for watching, guys.